1750 point game coming up. Tournament. It's actually not for tournament. It's play tested for a tournament coming up 29th of October.
Sure.
Yeah. So he's got Tyranids. I got my Knights. Playing in the beautiful basement of my house.
It's terrible.
Beautiful. Trust me, it is paradise right here. Playing on a 8x6. I don't know.
It's a big piece of wood.
Big piece of wood. Yeah. With a little bit of terrain I made by myself.
Wow.
Yes, a while ago. So we're gonna get this show on the road. I declare these games open!
SpongeBob references.
Alright, so for my 1750 point list, I have Crow as my HQ, 7 Paladins with an Apothecary, a Brotherhood banner, and there's Grandmaster thrown in there with a bunch of grenades and Psy Cannon and Halberd. 4 squads of Purifiers, 2 Halberds, 2 Psy Cannons, 1 Hammer, and 1 Halberd squad. 1 Venerable Rifleman Dreadnought, and 2 Razorbacks with Heavy Bolters and Psybolt ammo. And that is my 1750 point list.
Okay, so this is my 1750 Tyranid list, also known as Swamp Zombies, as you can tell by the disarray and proportion of the models. These are 2 Troop Choice Turvagons, 1 Doom of Malentine Spore Pod. These 2 are going to be Mawlocks. This is 1 Trigon Prime, Adrenal Glands, Toxin Sacs, Regeneration, 3 Hive Guard, 3 Hive Guard, 2 units of 10 Termagants, extra Termagants for the Termagons, 2 Tyranid Primes, each within their own unit of Termagants. And these guys are going to be used as gargoyles, because I had nothing else to do with the points and I needed to fill something up. And that's about it.
Okay, so here you see the board. Quick layout, we're going to be playing kill points for the record, so let's get this game going. So we roll off to see who's going first, and I get a 5, and Ethan gets a 4, so I will be going first. So now we're starting to deploy. So I chose to deploy first, and my Terminators, well, I mean my Paladins with the Grandmaster, they will be deep striking, and I gave him a Servo Skull, so I'm going to be putting that down after the deployment. But what I have in reserves are the Paladins with the Grandmaster and 2 squads of Knights. So really all I have deployed is 2 Razorbacks and 1 Rifleman Dreadnought. So that was my strategy, to get the Paladins in halfway through and then have the reserved Grey Knights walk in when his big bugs are out and just shoot him up with Psy Cannon shots. So now you can see he's deploying. I'm not really sure of what his strategy was, so I can't really tell you. So right now I'm placing my Servo Skull. That is the marker for the Servo Skull. Okay, so D3 units for grand strategy. So I got 1, and I chose to give him my Paladin's counterattack. And he tries to seize, and he gets a 3. So now I'm going to start moving my Razorbacks. I spread my Razorbacks out, going flat out, and move Crow up right down the center, hoping to get him to intercept some of his Tyranids, possibly take down a big bug with him. So now this is running for Crow. I get 1 inch. The Autocannon Dreadnought is shooting at his Trigon Prime. So I'm going to need 2 to hit. They all hit. And that is 3 wounds. So here comes his saves, and he misses 1 save. Gets a wound on the Trigon Prime. Okay, that is regeneration on his turn. And there he goes off on his turn. And he runs an inch. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he has 5 wounds after I inflicted that 1 wound. Now he's, if I remember right, he's casting Catalyst. No, the thing where he gives his Trigon Feel No Pain. It's a psychic power from the Turvagons. And these Turvagons are running through cover, so he had to take difficult. He only gets 4 inches up. So he's still going to be getting the cover save because half of its units in that 4 up cover. That's what we declared that cover being. So they're just going to be sitting there. Keep falling over. Okay, so now moving through cover for these guys. Together, they only move a whopping 2 inches. So we don't even bother to measure. And that is the squad with the Tyranid Prime. Okay, now the Turbagon, if I remember right, is running. Oh no, okay. It's moving through difficult, yeah. or something like that. I honestly do not remember, but all I know is they're moving up. Oh yeah, they're running. My bad. The Termagants with the Tyranid Prime are running up. So right now he's spawning babies from his Tervigon, and he gets a total of 9 Termagants from his first Tervigon. Next one is also 9. So 9 babies all around, same exact roll on each side. So place in his babies. Now the Termagants that got out of the Tervigon are moving. Oh, also if you're wondering, we did shooting and moving in the same phase, just for all purposes, because we figured it would be easier and quicker because we were kind of on a time limit, you know. So now they're actually running, so they get 4 inches for that, for a total movement of 10 inches. Now that they're over there, they're going to be granting a cover save to anything behind them, so that's useful. But that's not actually what they were being used for. So he decides not to actually move them up. So he just wants to move them over to the side to get the 4-up cover, because we decided that being on top of that, he would only get 5-up, and being behind his own units, he would get a 4-up. That's better. And now he's shooting at my first Razorback with his Hive Guard, I think. Strength 8 Spike Impalers, I think they're called. So it moved flat out, did not pop smoke, so we're going to see what happens to it. He gets a whopping 3 hits. And 1 penetrating hit, and the pen will explodes. Damn. He got lucky there, so I'm just going to be deploying my guys out. Now we have to see what the explosion does. So he gets 2 wounds, and I plop them down on the Psy Cannons. No, actually I do it on the Halberds. And they both die. Me and my armor saves do not get along. So now it's the beginning of my turn, and my Paladins do come in. So I'm very happy about that, and next squad of Knights don't come in, and the next squad of Knights don't come in. So I'm going to be putting the Paladin right there, and he scatters how many inches that way? Oh, no, 1d6 less. 2 inches. So he's pretty much right where the marker is. That's where the Servos call is. So they don't scatter 2d6, that's very useful. Actually very, very helpful. So they come down in the little flower formation, and this is 7 Paladins and 1 Grandmaster loaded with a ton of accessories to bring him up to 280 points. So Crow is going to be running, or moving, I should say, his 6 inches up the hill. So I move my Razorback up the hill and plop it down right there. So I'm rolling the difficult, and I get a 6 on it, so I do not immobilize myself. So I'm happy about that, and I'm going to pop smoke. So, coming down to here, Crow's going to run, going 6. Very good, very happy about that. So he's just going to be plopping down right there. Okay. Good shot of the board. My Rifleman is going to shoot at the Trigon. Gets 2 misses, and they're rerollable. And they all hit, and to wound, I need 2s. So 4 wounds. We actually didn't get a shot of this, but he does make his armor saves, because I forgot that it had Feel No Pain, so it brushes off the shots with no wounds. So my Psy Cannons, firing as heavy, are going to shoot onto the Hive Guard. So I'm going to need 3s and then 6s rend, not that it really matters.
The small ones are.
So I got quite a few hits. Damn. So 6 rend, and how many rends are there? 1 rend, it looks like, and 5 cover saves total, actually. So he's gonna roll those right now, and let's see what he gets. So he misses 4 saves. Damn. He ends up taking out 1 and putting 1 wound on each of the other ones. It's a nice thing about Tyranids. A lot of their models are toughness, ridiculous, and have 2 wounds. So let's see how far my Paladins run. So they're just going to spread out a little bit. And at this point, I really did not remember about his Mawloc's attack that's strength 6 AP 2. Now, it's a large blast, so he's gonna, when he comes out of the ground, he hits all of those guys. And here he's rolling for his reserves. And so a Moloch comes in and the Doom comes in. If I'm right.
Scatter die.
Oh, my bad. The Gargoyles come in. That's what it is. It's the Moloch and the Gargoyles. That's for some reason look like Tyranids. Now they deep strike, so he's gonna scatter for those, and of course he doesn't scatter.
Now they can shoot after, right?
Now he was gonna use these units to tie up my Paladins in combat, but he didn't. So they're just gonna be hanging out there. We try to put them in a flower formation, but they're kind of hard since they're all sticking their arms out and such. So here comes the, oh no, it was the Doom that comes in. And he scatters. So yes, his Doom does come in and scatters, but just lands right there. And after that, his Moloch does come in, and the large blast hits almost every single Paladin in that unit. And of course does not scatter. So I'm sorry to inform you, but my camera actually ran out of battery at this point. And I really just couldn't record anymore. So I'm just going to tell you now, my Grey Knights won because in kill points the Termagants kept spawning Termagants and I just kept massacring them with my Paladins. So thank you for watching, sorry, but I hope you enjoyed it.